Capricorn, it's time for your weekly reading, May 1st to 7th, 2021. Yes, I admit I missed a couple of days. I was supposed to do this for the 29th of April, and I just could not make it happen. It was one of those crazy days. So here I am, and in a few days I will also be, or no, not in a few days, today, I will also be doing the May reading. You know what? I don't like that card, so I'm going to defy all reality and shove it back in, since you don't have to take the cards that pop out. I usually do, but this time I don't think I will, because these cards are new and slippery, so I won't take any that are popping out at this moment. And, you know, it's called Go Your Own Way, and it might not always be the right thing, but it's the thing I'm going to do right now. I want to tell you that I have some very, very important Capricorns in my life. I love Capricorns. I think you guys are so interesting. My youngest daughter is Capricorn, and she's fabulous, and I adore her. And my boyfriend is Capricorn, and he is also amazing, and I adore him. And you guys are just so interesting. Like, I can't believe how well you plan things and how you perceive things and how you know, the way you go about completing things. Like, it's just so interesting to me because I'm the exact opposite. So let's dive in. I'm going to do a really simple reading with one card as just an overview of your week, and then a recent, past, present, and near future card, just to kind of give you an idea of what's what. Let's see if that card that I didn't like pops up anyway. Ah, the Emperor. This was the overview in the Sagittarius reading that I just did. So that's kind of interesting. Ooh, lots of female power here. Okay, and lots of male power here. So I love the Emperor. I'm Aries, and I love the Emperor because he kind of represents Aries. It's a very strong, authoritative male card, very fiery. You know, this is the card you want when you need to make a decision and, you know, kind of cut to the chase and make that decision. You guys are pretty decisive anyway, and pretty good at making a decision, especially when it comes to investing or work or doing something to create security in life. You guys are great at that. And that seems to always be what you're working on. So, you know, this might help, but you guys are pretty good at that anyway. So you might have a big decision, or you might have something that's doing with some sort of authority figure this week. Could be your boss, could be your dad, could be some legal thing, even though usually a card that represents a legality usually will pop up. But it still could be anything where you have to deal with some authority figure. That could sort of be something that'll happen this week. So we've got the Queen of Swords. She is a great queen, a lovely queen. Very decisive also. Quite practical. Good at running things. Really, I don't want to say authoritative, but a little bit cool. Sometimes even perceived as being quite cold and dispassionate, but that's really good for decision making. Now, she's in your recent past. Could be somebody you know, could be your wife, your sister, your friend, your mom, but could also be somebody that you just need to help you make a decision, or, you know, the energy of the Queen of Swords coming into your life to help you to be a little bit more dispassionate and just do whatever the thing is that you need to do at this point. If it is a person, sometimes they get you know, judged in a way that, because they have that cool sort of air about them, people think they're a little bit mean, even, like a little bit, because the way they talk sometimes, it's kind of cut and dried, and, you know, it's not gushy, it's not passionate, it doesn't always feel warm and cozy, you know, but they're very good at doing a lot of things that you can usually get them to help you with, which is always nice. And they have a different attitude, which is good to be exposed to. Now, you guys are not necessarily, I mean, you are passionate, but you won't let it get in the way of your performance at anything. And that's usually very, very good. Also, so I'm not sure what this is in each of your cases, but I'm sure you can figure it out. Then we've got the Nine of Pentacles, which is a very good, positive, and kind of typical card for Capricorn to get, because this woman, sorry, the window's open and I'm so allergic, it's ridiculous. Um, this woman is kind of in her element. She's got the garden, the bird on her hand, nature. She has pentacles all around her. You know, she's financially secure. She's got good health. She's, you know, secure. She's in a good place in every way. And that's what you guys always create. So this is your present, and I hope this is happening for you, Capricorn, because this is a lovely place to be, not having to really worry too much about anything. Although you guys tend to overthink everything and worry about everything, no matter what, but it appears that you're doing quite well in spite of anything and everything. You know, I mean, the world is a bit problematic right now, but it seems like you guys might be handling things quite well, as you often do. And this card also, Three of Pentacles, also another card that Capricorns often get, is about creating something. It could be something with work. This is a card of the tradesman. He's being hired for his skill to do something, possibly something that takes really incredible skill, like some part of building something. It's also a card that can be laying foundations. Now, this is in your near future. So maybe you're taking on a project, maybe you're taking on something really big at work, maybe you're being hired for your skill, or maybe you're just going to embark on a project. But laying foundations when it comes to Capricorn is always about creating that secure future, and you guys always do that throughout life. So that could carry through from, you know, you might have been doing that since you were quite young and still doing it today, depending on how old you are. Even if you are quite young, for Capricorns, this is not something that they are unlikely to do. You guys are good at laying foundations and building and investing and working towards goals that, you know, everybody really needs to have in the end if you want to have that great security and everything. So I would call this an incredibly positive reading. Very, very happy and good, and I'm not seeing anything terrible here at all. It's quite wonderful. And I hope you have a wonderful week ahead, Capricorn. I hope it's amazing and beautiful and terrific, and you go out into the world and do something fabulous. Have a great week, and I hope to talk to you soon.